Let's now cross over to Limuru, where the National Council of Churches Kenya is issuing a statement. Currently speaking is the General Secretary, Rev. Canon Peter Karanja. Let's listen in.
We've seen what has been happening currently in the University of Nairobi as a council of churches. What are your thoughts on that?
Speaking about the strike and the demonstration of the University of Nairobi. Yes. Our opinion about that.
Yes. Okay. Especially on the police brutality that was on the students.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other question?
And then I don't know if you can also talk about the proposed amendments to the election law to justify.
Okay. Any other?
Well, Nelson, if any more come up, we shall answer. Have any efforts been made to bring the leaders of Jubilee and NASA together in order to mitigate the grandstanding? As the general public is aware, efforts have been made by many actors to persuade the leaders of both NASA and Jubilee to climb down on their demands and create a conducive environment for the conduct of the elections of the 26th of October 2017. And I think credit must be given. There is consideration of the efforts being made. I think ours is to ask that all efforts that are intensified towards the same realize the desire that Kenyans have, that because the Constitution dictates that we hold an election on the 26th of October, which is within the 60 days provided by the relevant constitutional provision, we stop all sideshows and get there and hold the elections. As we've said in our statement, the election outcome can't be disputed in court, and the Supreme Court has demonstrated its independence. So I think Kenyans should generally desire to operate within the law. Violence in Nairobi University. We regret the violence that was witnessed in Nairobi University when the students went to the streets to demonstrate against the goings-on the political arena. We would make a few comments. First, that it is important for Kenyan politicians to operate on the political arena and leave the learning institutions alone, and not try to excite emotions amongst students who are so easily excitable. And we would ask the university communities to regard the developments in the country with sobriety and avoid carrying the crosses of people who can actually carry their own crosses, so that our children are not exposed to confrontations with the police, so that the academic discussion is the violence proportionate or disproportionate, and lives are endangered becomes a subject. It is true that when the universities have an issue, it is acceptable that students should be able to agitate so that their concerns are addressed. But I think as NCCK, we take great exception to reckless incitement of university students to engage in processes that are not their own. And because investigations are being carried out, we would urge that as soon as there is evidence, any policemen who may have used excessive force are held to account, because these are our children and these are our future. Is IBC ready to conduct the elections? We've had in different fora opportunities to interact with the chairman and commissioners of IBC and interrogate in depth their report about their preparedness, and all factors being equal, we think very genuine effort has been made to put the IBC structure in a state where they can conduct the elections. As NCCK, we expressed concern that for most of the last 2 years, politicians have mostly stood in the way of IBC getting ready to mount the elections, which is their constitutional mandate. And in these remaining 3 weeks, we think they should be given every support so that they can be able to conduct the elections. We would actually take this opportunity to commend the bulk of the IBC staff, numbering close to 1,000, where even though 1 or 2 of them may have committed anomalies in the conduct of the elections of the 8th of August 2017, the majority of them did a good job, and the results had no question or dispute. And because they are bashed a lot, this forum would like to express our confidence in them and support for their work. They are serving this nation with distinction, the majority of them. But that the leadership should ensure that every staff of IBC is supported to carry out their role, no matter how small it is, because it is the sum total of all those roles that will result in a credible, free, and fair election. What do we have to say about the amendments that have been proposed? And